In ancient times, nature's daily renewal of life brought primitive man from his simple nocturnal shelter to rejoice at the birth of a new day. The sun awakened our ancestors, warmed them and gave them life. It was the focus of their physical and often their spiritual lives. Its appearance every morning on the horizon made man aware of the enduring nature of life on our planet. This realization aroused in him a desire to pass on the fruits of his hard-won knowledge to those who would follow. Each day at dawn, the great flaming orb of the sun broke from the ocean that imprisoned it during the hours of darkness and rose into the primeval sky. Each day it reminded man of his obligation to his descendants. The ebb and flow of the ocean, too, gave man a sense of the continuum of life through daily renewal. The moon, as it waxed and waned, was the calendar with which he measured the passage of time. Nature's yearly cycle made man aware of the pattern of the seasons and his need to harmonize with them. It gave him an understanding of life and death and the inevitability of both. Simple and childlike, primitive man marveled at the ability of the earth and the ocean to produce an abundance of food. From his natural curiosity resulted a knowledge of agriculture. The cultivation of crops, in accordance with nature's eternal rhythm, took man from the uncertain existence of the hunter-gatherer to a settled life of rustic calm and plenty. The cycle of life was ever present. Man looked to nature for support, and she never failed him. The spirit of inquiry and the ability to learn from observation also taught man how to guard his newfound bounty. Feeble when compared with the beast of the field and forest, without natural weapons save his intelligence and cunning, he turned again to nature for inspiration. From the tiger, he learned to grasp and to tear. From the snake, how to strike with speed and accuracy. And from the seemingly passive crane, how to attack and balance and strike again with terrible ferocity. And when bare hands were inadequate to deal with a threat, the simple tools that won him his daily bread he capably employed as weapons to drive away wild beasts or to settle disputes. An elite class evolved of those who were the most skillful at the arts of war and who, in times of need, were employed to protect the people and the nation. In Japan they were called samurai, a name that has its origins in the word meaning to serve. In Okinawa, these fierce fighters were referred to as uhubushi, and much revered by the people who depended upon them. Their knowledge of the martial arts has been preserved for centuries by the foresight of our ancestors. It is presented here for this generation of the race of man that we too might benefit from it. The 6-foot staff is one of the most popular weapons in Okinawa. and was originally used to carry heavy objects such as water jars across the shoulders. Simple, efficient when used for its original purpose, it is capable of being used as a thrusting weapon using the ends and a striking weapon using its other surfaces. The staff gives the advantage of distance and flexibility, and skillfully wielded is an effective weapon that has few equals. It is considered the classical weapon of the Okinawan fighting man.
Boの構え、上段打ち。横面、横面打ち。横面。中段打ち。中。下段打ち。抜き棒。抜き。突き棒。左。突き。回し受け。そのまま突き。足置き。突き。裏受け。はい、これでだいたい補助運動終わります。
Matayoshi-Shimpo is the premier student of his father, Matayoshi-ryu, the founder of their tradition and a man much respected in Okinawa and Japan for his ability. The senior Matayoshi conducted a lifelong study of the martial arts of China and Okinawa, and in 1915 was chosen to be one of the first people to demonstrate the Okinawan weapon arts on the Japanese mainland. As far as the bow is concerned, you can hold it both ways, like this, and like this. Both ways are all right. The worst thing you can do is hit yourself on the side like this. On the other side as well, there are internal organs here which you can damage if you're not careful. So don't hit yourself here. On the other side as well, the same. This is good. Here. Good. No good, no good. Don't do this. Don't do this. No good. Good. This is good. Like this, you can't stop your weapon. It wobbles. That's why we stop the bow against the arm like this. Holding the bow like this, strike to the head. On the other side, like the strike to the head in kendo. To strike fast, you have to twist your hands like this. The quicker you twist your hands, the quicker you can strike. As I told you before, don't do this because it's harmful. This is no good. No good. You better not practice like this. The method is the same when you thrust. No good. This is quicker and stronger. Like this, as if it is perched on the top of your arm. All the fingers that grip the bow have to be the same. The speed is fast. Don't hold it like this or you may lose control of your bow. Not like this. Don't let the bow get away from you. It's like using a spear with a point on it, like thrusting with a spear. The mid-level strike is the same. Stop the bow against the muscular part of the shoulder. Stop here. Not here. If you hit here, you can get sick with haibyo. I don't know what that is, but I know it's serious. Move fast and stay light on your feet. Always fast and flexible. Never like this. This is bad. We don't use the cat stance in Bo-Jutsu. Just keep your hips down.
目標は喉。
If your target is your opponent's throat, thrust like
手の方
this.
にこうつけばいい。目、中はこっち。
The mid-level target is here.
下段は
The low-level target is the legs, especially the joints in the feet, which you attack like this. Never like this. Like this.
関節で突きの場合も
You attack the feet by thrusting.
足大きく
Big attacks like
こっち
this,
じゃなくして
not too close.
相手はここですからこう両方とも
The other side the same.
長く出す
Don't attack at close range. Use the advantage of length the bow gives you to keep away and attack from
こ
a
うも
distance.
使える
This way of holding the bow is good as well.
で突くのは
Hit with full power. Strike fast.
スピード同じ
The
よう
other
に
side as well.
大きく
Big and long
長く
techniques.
これから外したら
Be
まずい
careful because this is no good and you can lose control.
これまずいかけてやる
Do like this.
こう手首にこうする同じ
The other side the same.
槍も同
A
じ
spear is used in exactly the same
槍
way.
の場はこっち持ってくるこれいけない
This is not
外れる
good.
から
It's dangerous and you can easily lose control of your
取ら
weapon.
れるでそのために
You need to leave about 2 inches of bow at least protruding. You always need this amount behind your
これ
arm.
でもダメ
This is
完全
not
に取
good.
られるだからそのためにこうなるついても
Move lightly and don't commit yourself completely. Move, strike and move.
同じように
The other side is just the same.
すね
You
すね
should
の場合も
attack
そう
the
だよ
shin, the knee and the ankle.
で今度はこれ座って打つ
Keep your body low and always look directly ahead.
相手の目は
You have to
ずらさ
keep
ないよ
eye
うに目はまっ
contact
す
with
ぐ
your opponent
こう
at
して
all
打たれるか
times.
ら目まっすぐで長いですから
When you first take up position, your hands must be equally spaced on the bow.
すっこうやったら
Just
ダメ
grabbing it is no good.
短い
You will always have a short end. Understand?
いいですかそういうこと
You need
少
to
し置いて
bend
る
at the knees when you take hold of your weapon, like this.
はいまっすぐなるこうして
The same in this stance. Just grab it normally and it's short. See?
こっちは短くこうなんかこうして、
So drop your body like this when you take hold of the bow, and your
それ
grip
こ
will
う
be
したら
correct.
同じようにちょこっとだけ大体似ていますよね
Down and take hold like this, and your grip is correct.
大きくす
Make a
る
big movement when you take hold of the
こ
bow.
んなしない
Not like this. This is no good.
下から
Your arm should be like this, above your
見
eyes.
えるようなところほんでいつも軽い
So remember,
逃げられるよう
stay
に
light and you will be able to escape if necessary.
棒には
They say there are no
足は
kicking
ないです
techniques
けど
when using the bow,
あるところ
but
で
I
は
think
足
you
を使っ
can.
ていいんじゃないかなとこれは僕の考えですそういうことです
That's it. That's everything. The end for now.
I'm gonna come.
widely described in modern literature as grinding wheel handles. The tonfa are more likely digging tools, designed to deal with the hard and rocky soil of Okinawa. In the martial arts, they are employed as striking, blocking and thrusting weapons, all their surfaces being capable of inflicting injury. Additionally, the shaft can be used as a lever and the handle as a hooking device to ensnare an opponent's weapon and deprive him of it. The ability to deliver stinging blows to the body and arms as a result of the force generated by swinging the weapon is echoed in the modern police side-handle baton.
がどんどんはいはい2、3、4、5はい今度反対いくよ今度これを上段打ちはいはいありちゅんはいはいこれにいるもんはい下段はいはいいったはい皆さんに
Often described in popular literature as rice flails, the nunchaku are, in reality, developed from the parts of the horse's bridle used in ancient Okinawa. They give reach, develop great centrifugal striking force, and can also be used effectively to restrain or choke an opponent. Great care must be exercised when training with the nunchaku. Lack of concentration or inadequate instruction can result in serious injury to oneself or a training partner. As with everything in the martial arts, practice must be constant and safety constantly in mind. The ancient kingdom of Okinawa, being comprised of a chain of small islands, depended heavily on the ocean for its food, and many were employed to fish its generous waters. The fisherman's paddle of that period is employed in a similar fashion to the staff, save that the edge of the blade makes a more effective striking surface than the round section of the bow. To the delight of martial arts historians, interest in this unique weapon has increased of late, and the art seems destined to survive. Matayoshi Sensei can certainly be considered one of the men most responsible for this renewed interest in the eko in particular, and the renaissance of the Okinawan weapon arts in general.
いいですか。
Without natural protection, born without fang or claw, only ingenuity and skill has allowed the race of man to prosper. His desire to protect himself and survive is manifested in everything he does. It ensures and is at the same time the result of the logical process of evolution. It affects all levels of man's existence, from the growing of food to the development of a unique ethnic culture. It is fundamental to life, and in the case of the people of Okinawa, is most clearly seen in the armed and unarmed arts of that nation. This is the first of a two-part series by master instructor Shinpo Matayoshi. In part 2, he demonstrates and teaches the metal weapons of Okinawan Kobudo, the sai, kama, and manji no sai.